Along with Americans coach John Olver. John, 2 tough games in a row, and the Americans have risen to the occasion both times. That has to make you feel good about the character of this team.
Sure does, and particularly tonight we had to come back from a 3-goal deficit, being down 3-0 at the end of the first period. I don't know how we keep getting ourselves in those situations where we're down so many goals early, but again, the players did a great job of keeping their poise and coming back, and really that first minute and a half of the second period when we had the 2-man advantage, getting those 2 quick power play goals did a lot for our confidence. And after that we were off. We had a little setback there. They got that short-handed goal to make it 4-3, but in the third period we just kept plugging away, and finally we were able to get that equalizer. And I have to admit, though, late in the hockey game, the way we've been playing when 1-goal games, I was almost expecting Seattle to tie it up and go into overtime, so it felt like a short night for us out there tonight.
Well, John, that first period couldn't have seemed like a short night because there were 5 fights in the period. What causes that? Has Seattle just come out with a little extra vinegar to get rid of tonight, or what?
No, I think Seattle's got a team that's physical, that has a tough team. They were missing a couple of guys tonight, and Dean Ewan and Dean Hall, 2 of their big forwards, but they're a team that likes to intimidate, and we just, I think, wanted to go out there and show them that we're prepared to play any type of game they want to play, physical or hockey, and we hadn't really been in a game like that in quite some time, and I think we wanted to set the tone early, but really it didn't help us because we were down, like we said, down 3-0. I'm not sure that really worked in our favor, but it was something that we wanted to establish early, and that's what happened.
Well, certainly establishing it carried into the second and third periods when it turned into a really fine hockey game between these 2 clubs. A lot of good hitting, a lot of good action all over the floor. And you have to feel good about the defensive play again by the Americans.
Well, with the exception of that first period where we were down 3-0, the rest of the game was 6-1 in our favor. And so we played very well after that. And even in the first 3 goals, the first goal was way offside. It was a terrible call, and then it went in off the guy's skate. So that one was one really that just one of those things. And the third goal, the long shot from the point, Ole played very well these last 2 games, but I'm sure that's one he wish he had back. So it was a great game for us to come back like that. And Seattle's a team that we have to catch to make the playoffs, and to beat them like this, big win, because if now that we win, we're 3 points back of them, but with the loss we would have been 7. So we really needed this one.
Victoria on Wednesday, and that's a game that a team that the Americans would like to even that score with after the overtime loss in Victoria right after Christmas.
Well, we sure would. We've had a lot of success against Victoria. We've beat them 2 out of 3 games. In the last game we lost in Victoria in overtime. We're very confident against their team. They're a very good hockey team, though. They've got a lot of depth, a lot of experience, but they seem to play well some nights and not so well on other nights. I know Kamloops beat them last night 8-1 in Kamloops, and I understand that they beat them again tonight 4-2 in Victoria. So they're a team that can be beat, but we are going to have to play our best. Hopefully we won't find ourselves down 3-0 after the first period.
John Olver, head coach of the Tri-City Americans. The Americans winning tonight 6-4 over the Seattle Thunderbirds. That'll wrap it up from Tri-Cities Coliseum. I'm Kirk Williamson. Good night.